with the 2021 edition of the NFL Fourth and Goal podcast, Week 2 predictions. I'm your host, and I'm here with my boys Flipside and Wise. It's good to have the team back. What's up, fellas?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Whole team is here for the first time. It's awesome to be back. It's awesome to be on with y'all and be doing this again.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate you guys coming on. But yes, how about that, fellas? How about that Week 1? Wow.
That was an interesting Week 1. Very interesting.
Yeah. And of course, it's only going to get better from here. Definitely, man.
Well, fortunately, all of our teams actually won.
Yeah.
That's surprising. I don't think we get many weeks where all of our teams win and can kind of come in here, with less anxiety, less anger about our team's performances. I got to say, probably the best performance out of all our teams, I would have to say is the Steelers, man. The Steelers handling the Bills like that. That was pretty impressive.
Yeah, because the Bills are a lot of people are painting them as probably one of the guys who could, probably one of the 8 teams that can make a Super Bowl run. And the Steelers, on paper, were not supposed to beat them. I was impressed by them. And believe it or not, I was actually one of the guys who picked against the Steelers. Yeah. So they. But the thing is, they surprised me and they made me proud. What was that?
The Steelers team. I was going to say the Steelers team. When you look at it, it's like you guys aren't in rebuild, but it's like you got some new pieces. The O-line, you trying to see how it's work out. So to see you guys beat the Bills, already, it's like, oh, okay, that Steelers team. They might sleep, or we might sleep on them. They might sneak into the conference finals.
Yeah, we'll see, because we still got a whole bunch of juggernauts in the AFC to contend with, and we'll see. And the thing is, a lot of people say, well, I've said this before and I'll say it again. The good news is it's Week 1. The bad news is it's only Week 1. So it's still a hell of a lot of football to be played. And until we're ready to, the thing is, we got to wait about 3 or 4 more weeks before we start to see teams' true identities. Am I proud of this win? Absolutely. But we got a lot more work to do. But
Absolutely.
Yeah, but
that's possible. Week 1's always overreaction. There's always teams that really overperform and teams that underperform, and it's always it can always just be random. It's not necessarily it's not really the way the team might be the rest of the season, but there's definitely some overreaction to look at.
Yeah, because Week 1 is nothing but a glorified preseason game, except it counts towards the end of your record. So yeah, but yeah, Wise, how about your 49ers performance against the Lions?
I was impressed when it was 41-17, and then I changed the channel, and then next thing I know, I see it's 41-33, and the Lions have
got the ball back. Yeah,
they're driving, and I was like, what the hell happened? I had no idea. I was like, this game was over and done, and I look back and I see the Lions have a chance to tie it, but I flip back and I was just pulling my hair out, waiting for the Niners to blow it. But no, I was really impressed with Jimmy G. Just a solid performance. Didn't have to do so much. He didn't. We lost Mostert early on in the game, but we had obviously. Anyone can run in Shanahan's offense. Mitchell performed really well, and I gotta say, I was not. I don't know what's going on with Brandon Ayuk. I don't know Shanahan. Apparently, he was dealing with some hamstring tightness and everything like that.
Yeah.
And I guess he barely played many snaps, and we'll see. He seems to be kind of, everyone. He was supposed to be the number 1 receiver. Him or Devo was supposed to be 1 or 2, but even without him, gone, the Niners looked offensively really well, except for that second half, the defense giving up so many points. But I was really impressed with them. But I was the Lions. I was expecting another one against Jared Goff. They're pretty familiar with Goff, so I'm looking more assessment on how they do against the Eagles.
Definitely. This win does mean something for them, because it shows that they're kind of going to shake the rust off, from the debacle that was last year. A lot of people are already painting them as probably a wild card spot, or maybe even probably because the thing is, the NFC West is probably the most dangerous division in the league, bar none.
Yeah, very, very tough.
Yeah, but so we're gonna see how that.
We all want to know. If you think we don't even don't want to know.
I don't think so. I mean, the thing is, like I said, that remains to be seen.
Yeah. Because 49ers won, Rams won, Cardinals won. Who am I missing here?
Seahawks.
Seattle won, right?
Yeah, Seahawks. Yeah.
Yeah,
Actually, no, I'm sorry. AFC West. AFC West all 1-3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Both West Coast.
Yeah. And my guys, like I said, we're an AFC North team, and it's a tie. It's a two-way tie for first place with the Steelers and the Bengals. So yeah. Oh yeah, and the thing is, and speaking of the AFC North, I think we already know what the choke of the week is, don't we?
Oh,
100%.
We'll get to that in a second. But yeah, anywho, how about them Chargers? Flip.
Man, there were things I loved, and there was things I was afraid of. I loved seeing Herbert being more decisive with his passing. He wasn't just aiming for the deep ball. He was kind of getting off the quick throws this game to kind of get into rhythm. Love to see that. I love to see our O-line handling Chase Young like that. Like, Chase Young was pretty non-existent for most of that game, so I love to see that. I love to see the offense clicking. It was a Washington defense. I wasn't expecting too much, but they did what they had to do. The defense, though, I didn't like that they were getting carved up by Taylor Heineke, but
yeah.
We got to win, so they did their job. Happy no one got injured, so we're still a fully healthy team to go. I'm glad with that game.
Definitely. All right, fellas. Let's review this. Let's review this week. Game of the week. I'm gonna go with the Titans and the Cardinals. The Cardinals surprised the living hell out of me. A lot of people say, I don't know why you surprised the Cardinals performing the way they did, because they were like one of the most underrated teams. I mean, the thing is, a lot of people paint the Titans as a dangerous team, and the Titans kind of got the dog walked on them in the first half. Chandler Jones with 5 sacks. Kyler Murray playing out of his damn mind. And DeAndre Hopkins is DeAndre Hopkins. We don't need to go any further than that. But yeah, my game of the week is the Titans and the Cardinals. Wise, what about you?
The Bucs Cowboys game was really entertaining. That was a great start to the season.
Yeah.
Great start on a Thursday night game. That was very entertaining. The Cowboys kind of impressed me with how they were. I wasn't sure offensively what they would do. I know I'm pretty pretty shaky on their defense, especially with the offense like the Bucs. But I was impressed how the Cowboys hung in there with them and kept it down to the line. So I don't know if this means the Cowboys are better than we may have expected, or if the Bucs aren't as good as we're expecting. But regardless, you had Brady driving at the end to get them in field goal range to win the game.
Right.
But that was a really, really impressive performance from the Cowboys. And I think that's probably my game of the week.
All right, Flip, what about you? What's your game of the week?
My game of the week, there was 3 of them. Browns, Chiefs, Cowboys, Bucks, like Wad said. But I'm probably going to go with Ravens, Raiders, just because that ending was hilarious. It was just,
I'm holding my laughter back right now.
Left and right. I was just enjoying myself. I'm not too big of a fan of the Raiders winning it, but
yeah.
The Ravens they crumbled at the end there with that Zay Jones throw to just end the game in overtime. The Derek Carr interception at the goal line. It was just.
It was like something out of a movie. You couldn't script that if you tried. That was like literally something that you would see in a football movie or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed every second of it.
Yes.
Big fan of that game.
Yes. And that's exactly why that it's my choke of the week. What in the hell? Come on, like I said, I'm a Steelers fan, so you would think that I'd be happy about this. The thing is, we got to go up against the Raiders next week anyway. So, yeah. But, so that should tell you a lot. But I've never seen a collapse that well. I ain't gonna say I've never seen a collapse that bad. I've seen some pretty horrible collapses in the past couple of years, but you're supposed to go in their house and make a statement. You're not supposed to choke, especially when you're up 14 damn points in the fourth quarter. So what are we doing here? So that's my choke of the week. Waz, what's yours?
Oh man, I'm gonna say the Packers, man. That was just what happened with the Packers offense? What happened with Aaron Rodgers MVP last season? What happened with Aaron Jones? Like that whole offense. That was like a complete turd they dropped against the Saints. I understand the Saints might be actually a little bit slightly improved with Winston, considering how Brees was limited last year. But
Right.
bro, that was like a complete stink bomb, a complete just ridiculous game. I don't know if the Packers are going to be a lot worse this year.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if all that nonsense with Aaron Rodgers and the offseason really affected them. Maybe, who knows? Maybe they should have traded him. I don't know, but it was ridiculous. I mean, the Saints. The Saints could be that good. Winston could be like a complete upgrade, 5 CD, no pick. But yeah, no, the Packers, man. The Packers was choke of the week for me.
Wow. All right, fellas, let's get to it. Week 2, we start off with our Thursday night game. We got the New York Giants going up against Washington. Flip, who you got? Giants, Washington.
I know they're not going to have Ryan Fitzpatrick, but from what I saw from Heineke, he ran that offense pretty well. He didn't really seem like a backup quarterback. It seemed like a guy who was just kind of waiting his turn.
Mm-hmm.
And with that defense as it is, I don't think the Giants O-line is going to stop Chase Young at all. They're getting smoked the last game by Denver. So, I mean, I think Washington, they don't even really need a quarterback for this game. I don't think Daniel Jones is going to be anything special to carve up that defense. So I got Washington winning this game. I'm going to say 23-13.
All righty. All right, Waz, who you got? Giants or Washington?
Yeah, I got Washington as well. Defensively, I just like them better. I'm not sure what offensively the Giants can do. I'm not scared of Saquon's not really. I don't know what they're going to do with Saquon. Saquon's not going to seem to be the weapon he once was. I don't know if they need to change the scenery. Danny Dimes doesn't scare me at all.
Yeah.
Like what's that? I don't care necessarily what quarterback they need to throw out there. Maybe Washington needs to get Cam Newton a call. Reunited with Ron Rivera, that'd be interesting. But I gotta say, I like Washington in this game. Just give me Washington. I'll say it'd be like a 23 to 14 game.
Now, I don't really know what to make of New York this year. I mean, last year was not. I mean, the thing is, the only reason why they were in it last year is because the rest of the division was so terrible. But it looks like this year, if Dallas doesn't do something, then Washington might be the big brother of the NFC East. Like I said, Danny Dimes hasn't shown me anything. Maybe they might want to look elsewhere for another quarterback in the near future. I mean, maybe in the next year or two. I say give Danny Dimes 2 more years and start looking elsewhere for a QB. Aside from Saquon, they really don't have any other weapons that are scary, and their defense is a shell of what it once was. Washington's defense could potentially shape to be about top 5 in the league this year, and Washington's defense doesn't have enough. I mean, the thing is, they can do enough to put points on the board. Let's not get that, misconstrued. But I mean, the defense is going to carry them to where they need to be, especially in this game. That front 7 might feast on Danny, and they might jam Saquon up at the line. So going ahead and give me Washington this game, 24-14. All right. Next up, the Cincinnati Bengals up against the Chicago Bears. Flip, who you got? Bengals, Bears.
Man, this is gonna be a weird one because the Bengals O-line did decent against the Vikings, but I don't know if they can hold off this front 7 from the Bears. If they can hold off long enough for Burrow to kind of carve up that secondary, because that secondary isn't the greatest for the Bears. We just saw the Rams just destroy that team. pull it off. I don't think that the Bears are gonna play Justin Fields yet. That would change my mind here. I'm going with the upset. I'm gonna have the Bengals beat the Bears. I'm gonna say 24 to 17.
All right, Waz, who you got?
I think they pull out the upset and Burrow can do it.
Oh wow! All right. Just so you know, the Bears are favored by 2.5 points over the Bengals, but we'll see about that. All right. Anyway, Waz, who you got? Bears, Bengals.
Yeah, it was very interesting to see the Bears. They're very situational with Justin Fields in that Rams game. They obviously Dalton they want to stick with for the most part, but it's very interesting seeing them mix in Justin Fields in situational plays where they want to have him do option reads or do design runs or whatnot. So I was curious to see if they consistently try to do that. I think the Bengals defense, they'll probably get away with it a little bit better. The Rams defense is a lot better than the Bengals. I think offensively the Rams are also much better. And the Bears kind of hung in there that first half against the Rams before it kind of pulled away late in the third. I think the Bears are a little bit of a better team. I don't know exactly if Burrow is going to lead them against that, Khalil Mack and that defense, that front seven.
Right.
But like Flip said, I think if they can hold them off a little bit, they can kind of pick apart that the cornerback position. But I'm still going to leave the Bears in this game. It is in Soldier Field, and I think defensively they'll hang in there, and I think Dalton can do okay against that Bengals defense. So yeah, give me the Bears in this game. The Bears win this 24 to 17.
All right. Now the Bengals pulling out a win last week, especially over a team that I had. That win surprised me last week. I mean, it really did. But I guess you could chalk that up to the Vikings choking. But that's neither here nor there. And the Bears kind of did. I mean, I wouldn't say they got spanked against the Rams last week, but then again, the Rams did what they were supposed to do in that game. I actually would like to see Justin Fields sooner rather than later, and just to see what he can do, because the Bengals defense is kind of they're normally known for having a scary defense. We're normally for having a formidable defense. Let's just go ahead and say that. As are the Bears. I guess you could say the Bears are the NFC version of the Bengals. But anyway, the Bengals, Joe Burrow, he showed me a little something. I mean, the thing is, he still got a little bit of happy feet, from last year, because he doesn't want to get hit, because that ACL injury he's coming off of. But still, I see this being a pretty slow, kind of grindy game. I don't really see that being that high scoring. But just based off the fact that the Bears need to wash the taste out of that lost out of their mouth from the Rams, go ahead and give me the Bears in this game 17-10 over the Bengals. All right, next up, we got the Houston Texans going up against the Cleveland Browns. The Texans, I don't know if you guys want to call that a surprise win they pulled off, because I actually did pick them to win last week. A lot of people were like, oh no, they're going to be in tank mode this season. Tyrod looked pretty damn good in this game, and the running game didn't look bad either. So did the defense, surprisingly. The defense actually held. But the thing is, that was more bad Jags than good good Texans. I'm not so sure about that. But anyway, before I give my prediction, Wise, who you got? Browns, Texans.
I got the Browns in this game. The Texans took advantage of a terrible Jacksonville team. New quarterback, new coach. I'm not buying into Texans right now. Tyrod Taylor, he's solid. I'm not sure what's going to happen with the quarterback situation going forward with that. We'll see what happens with Deshaun. But the Browns. I mean, the Browns hung in there with the Chiefs. The Browns could have very well easily won that game. Figured it had thrown that stupid pick towards the end of the game. The Browns are at home in this game. Offensively, I like everything the Browns got. Browns are really talented on both sides of the ball. I think the Browns rebounded this game after that terrible loss last week. So give me the Browns in this. I'll say Browns win this 31-21.
All right, Flip, who you got? Texans, Browns.
100% the Browns here. I acknowledge that the Texans surprised me last game, but then I realized it's Urban Meyer.
Yeah.
He's probably still running college defenses. They got lit up bad. That Jags defense doesn't really have any star players as it is, so you add on top of the fact that Urban Meyer is kind of getting used to the pace of the NFL still probably.
Right.
I'm going to say more bad Jags than good Texans here, but I'm still going to say I was surprised that they were able to put up 40 plus on the Jags.
Yeah.
Or 37 on the Jags. But like what I said, this Browns team hung in there with the Chiefs. This Browns team offensively is looking pretty great, and Odell's not even back yet.
Yeah.
Their defense, I mean, they can make plays when they need to. Myles Garrett can always get that sack to taste of the game real quick for you. So I got to sit here and go with the Browns here. I'm going to say Browns will win 27, Houston 17.
All right. Now, like I said, the Browns, as you guys said, they gave the Chiefs a run for their money for the most part. And like I said, the Texans look good, but a lot of people say, against a quote-unquote questionable Jags team, but, it is what it is with that. I mean, like I said, I'm not going to discredit, like I said, I'm not going to discredit them either. But still, I think we've only seen a fraction of what the Browns can actually do, at least on the offensive side of the ball. Defense, their defense is clicking, but, I mean, like I said, when you go up against an elite offense like the Chiefs can make they can burn damn near anybody. So, I mean, that's neither here nor there. Oh, boy. Go ahead and give me the Browns this game. 28-17 over the Texans. Next up, oh boy, I believe this one could be a potential game of the week here. We got the LA Rams going up against the Indianapolis Colts. Waz, who you got? Rams, Colts.
I got the Rams in this game. Colts don't really scare me or strike me as a threat. Wins looked okay out there last week, but not enough against Seattle. The Rams looked really impressive. I mean, Stafford had a lot of big, like 50-plus touchdowns in that game against Chicago. They got Aaron Donald, possible against defensive player of the year almost every year.
Definitely.
I'm not sure about their run game yet. They didn't really run the ball well late in that game when they had a couple of chances to just kind of pound the rock. But Cooper Kupp looked phenomenal. I think even though the Colts have a decent O-line, I still don't think they're gonna hold up against that Rams front seven. Give me the Rams in this. I'll say Rams win it handily, 27-13.
All right, Flip, who you got? Rams, Colts.
Yeah, I got to agree with what I'm going Rams. The Colts kind of middle of the pack to me. I don't think they've gotten to that level yet to even kind of hang with the Rams, especially when we see Matt Stafford out here struggling to do play action, and he's still bombing it 50 yards down the field and getting crazy touchdowns. So once he gets that down and like Waz says, the defense is already basically dominating. I have to go with the Rams here. The Rams are they're set. Like their passing game is crazy. The run game, it's there. Like I think Darrell Henderson had like 70 yards on like 15 carries or something. So I mean that's solid performance for your run game. And the defense is the defense. So I don't see anything that's really a threat on the Colts right now. Even when T.Y. Hilton comes back, I don't think he's going to be the T.Y. Hilton of old. So I got the Rams here. I'm going to say 31-20.
Now, the Colts don't have a problem putting up points. What they do have a problem with is, one, clock management, and two, their defense. Their defense is what you would call. I think this what I'm about to use is a video game term or a fighting video game term. They are what you call a glass cannon. What I mean by that is they have a scary offense, but their defense is made of tissue paper. So they can score points, but they can't stop anybody. And if you got bad clock management, then what's the point of being able to score points quick? And a team like the Rams is going to be able to use that against you. So, I mean, I believe this might be a convincing and clear win for the Rams here. Give me the Rams 27 to 20 over the Colts. Next up, we got the Pittsburgh Steelers going up against the the Las Vegas Raiders. Flip, who you got? Raiders, Steelers.
This might be like a game of the week candidate here.
Yeah.
What we saw from the Raiders a couple days ago is anything to go off of. I'm kind of like thinking of both teams. Carter Waller. The passing game isn't crazy, but it seems like Carter Waller is always a go-to that's always reliable.
Mm-hmm.
The running game was solid. Let's see. Defense, they didn't do the greatest, but, they made plays when they needed it. That one fumble at the end. Let's see. The Steelers, Najee Harris, I feel like he can run on this team pretty well. The offense is, you guys have playmakers. Claypool, Deontay Johnson, I guess Juju.
Mm-hmm.
And the defense is the defense. You guys have TJ Watt as your anchor. So, I think it could be neck and neck here. I'm going to lean Steelers here, but I'm going to say Steelers 24, Raiders 20.
All right, Waz, who you got? Steelers, Raiders.
I like the Steelers in this game. It's in Pittsburgh. I trust Pittsburgh's coach versus John Gruden. Defensively, I like Pittsburgh better. I'll be curious. I just don't trust Las Vegas. I don't trust the Raiders at all. Derek Carr is just. I don't know.
Marcus Mariota looked good. Marcus Mariota did look good in the game against the Raiders. But the game against the Ravens are going.
Yeah, I still don't. It's hard to get behind him. I think he's a mid-tier quarterback, and he's got good pieces around him. I just don't know if this team is ready to just ascend and make the league to being a top playoff contender. They are in a really extremely tough division in the AFC West. They're going to be vying for the second or third position in that division, I believe. And this is a tough game for them. I'm going to go with the Steelers. I'm not sold on the Raiders yet. The Steelers, I'm more confident in just in their pedigree and what they've done over the years in that organization. I can't buy into the Raiders just yet. If they win this week against the Steelers, then I might start to accept them as possible AFC contender. So,
right.
But until they do, I'm going to go with Pittsburgh in this. Give me Pittsburgh 24, Raiders 28.
Now, this game kind of scares me a little bit for two reasons. One is because the Steelers make this horrible mistake of starting off slow but finishing strong. Two, the Raiders gave the Ravens all they could handle in this game. And the thing is, the Ravens are on paper a better team than the Raiders are. And three, for the last couple of years or so, the Raiders have been kind of the Steelers' Achilles heel. We've dropped a couple of games to them. I don't know why, but it seems like they're one of the teams that might be our kryptonite. And if we don't we always either beat them in very, very close games or we lose to them. So, yeah, this reason why this game is kind of scary to me. And, the Steelers, they got weapons on weapons on weapons on both sides of the ball. All it is just playmaking and execution. Now, like I said, I'm not going to act like that the Raiders aren't tough, because they are. Like I said, they hung in there with a possible playoff contender. It's just, I think this might come down to time of possession, who's got the ball last. And this is a home game, so I'm going to go ahead, and the Steelers are favored by 5. But go ahead and give me the Steelers this game 28-24 over the Raiders. Yeah, the Raiders. All right, next up. Oh boy, we got the Buffalo Bills going up against the Miami Dolphins. Wise, who you got? Bills, Dolphins.
I like the Bills in this game. I mean, the Dolphins. I can't imagine the Bills starting 0-2. Dolphins took a win from the Patriots, and they, I think they kind of stole. Patriots could have easily won that game, but they blew it towards the end. There's not. I can't. I like. There's not much on the Dolphins. I feel like Tua is kind of being kind of gimmicky right now. I feel like the Dolphins trying to protect him and trying to get him into short passes and quick passes for him not to get kind of rattled by defenses. I don't think it's going to work against the Bills. I think the big Buffalo is going to open up and expose them. Like I said, I think they're just more talented on both sides of the ball. Give me Buffalo in this game. I'll say Buffalo wins this pretty handily over two of the Dolphins. Give me Buffalo 27. I'll say Dolphins 14.
Alrighty. All right, Flip, who you got? Bills, Dolphins, AFC East matchup.
Yeah, I got to go with the Bills here. I don't think that the Dolphins defense is going to hold the Bills to 16 points. I can't see the Bills going 0-2 to start the season, and I don't see Tua outgunning Josh Allen to win this game. I don't even see it being a shootout. I can't see Tua beating this Bills defense. I don't think Tua's there yet. I think he still needs maybe like a season or two to kind of get up to speed. Not all the rookie quarterbacks are just going to come out, swinging. It'll be interesting to see. Maybe he pulls off this upset. I just can't see the Bills going 0-2. The Bills 28, Dolphins 17.
These teams know each other pretty damn well. And like I said, the Dolphins, they did steal one against Mac Jones' Patriots. And like I said, the Bills, I don't know whether it's because the Steelers, are a second half team or if they just laid an egg. But I think it was more good Steelers than bad Bills, because the Bills, they're solid, especially, with Josh Allen in the running game and Stephon Diggs, and they have one of the more scarier defenses in the league this year too. It's just that with the Dolphins, the thing is, you don't know what Dolphins you're going to show up. Do you go with the unknown or do you go with the safe pick? And that's also one more thing. Are we going to get a discouraged Bills, or are we going to get a motivated, pissed off Bills? So I'm going to go with the latter. But yeah, go ahead and give me the Buffalo Bills in this game. 24-17 over the Dolphins. Next up, another AFC East matchup. You got the New England Patriots going up against the New York Jets. Waz, who you got? Jets, Patriots.
I got the Patriots. I know this is in the Jets Stadium, but Zach Wilson needs to, get a decent performance, but they didn't do anything. They could beat the Panthers. Patriots had a close game against the Dolphins. I think the Patriots are much better offensively than the Jets. I don't think the Jets can do anything to stop at least Damian Harris for now. Granted, the Patriots quarterback situation is still a little shaky, but I don't think Wilson's going to be able to take advantage of that.
Right.
I don't think they're going to be able to keep off the front seven. Give me the Patriots and Mac Jones in this game. The Patriots win this 20-14.
All right, Flip, who you got? Jets, Patriots.
Man, this is it's gonna be an interesting game. I don't think the Jets have the greatest defense. I don't think the Patriots defense is anything crazy right now either without Gilmore out.
Yeah.
We saw some good things from Zach Wilson in the preseason. I think as these weeks go on and he gets more training camps, or not training camps, but
more reps,
practice weeks, he's gonna get up to the speed of the NFL. We're gonna see him kind of getting more into the flow. So I'm gonna say this is gonna be another neck and neck game. I don't think it's going to be a game of the week or anything. I just think it's going to be kind of similar to that Dolphins-Patriots game. I think the Patriots edge it out, though. I think Belichick's going to be the difference maker here. I'm going to say Patriots 20, Jets 17.
Well, like I said, the Jets, they lost to a team that on paper they were supposed to lose to. But the Patriots didn't. They were supposed to win their game last week, according to a lot of the experts, but they didn't. So, yeah. I do have these guys beating each other up in this game. I mean, the thing is, Zach Wilson does show a lot of promise. And, I mean, the thing is, I feel like people are overrating Mac Jones just a little bit. I mean, but like I said, I'm not saying he's not talented, but, I mean, we'll see. I mean, I don't, whether he's an improvement of a Cam Newton, that remains to be seen. But like I said, neither one of these teams really have that much of a scary defense, and this might actually come down to coaching as well. Or this could come down to a team to whoever makes the most mistakes, when it comes to penalties, turnovers, and fumbles. I mean, fumbles and interceptions. I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I'm actually going to go with the upset in this game. Go ahead and give me the Jets over the Patriots in this game, especially because they're at home. Give me the Jets over the Patriots 23-21.
Wow.
Yeah.
Upset.
I gotta have one bold prediction in there. Yeah. I believe I
respect it.
Yeah. I'll put some faith in the kid. But yeah. All right, next up. Oh man. Oh baby, I'm actually looking forward to this game. We got the San Francisco 49ers going up against the Philadelphia Eagles. Boys, who you got? Eagles, Niners.
All right, we got this in Philadelphia. Eagles looked really impressive last week. The Falcons looked really crappy. But Jalen Hurts looked like really solid. I like the way that offense. I like the way that offense looked last week. Miles Sanders was doing stuff. They had a lot of good pieces. They were able to rush the quarterback. But now we got a formidable opponent here in San Francisco versus the Falcons. I'm going to be very extremely biased in this game. I like the Niners' chances in here. Bosa, I think, can get after Hurts. We lost Barrett to an ACL injury. Our secondary is going to be hurt by that.
Yeah.
But I think the Niners' game plan, I think we can control the ball movement. I trust in Shanahan and all that he does. So I'm gonna go with San Francisco in this game. It's gonna be a fun game. I think this could be a game of the week as well, depending on how Hurts plays.
Me too.
And who knows? I mean, Trey Lance gets in there, he might throw another touchdown again. I like how they mix it up with him as well. But give me the San Francisco 49ers in this game. I'm gonna say San Fran wins this. I'm gonna say 31-28.
Alrighty. All right, Flip, who you got? Niners, Eagles.
I gotta go with the Niners here. I like what the Eagles did against the Falcons. The problem is the Falcons' defense is just horrendous.
Yeah.
We've seen what happened last year, the years before. Their defense is terrible. They haven't really upgraded anything on defense. They've tried to just focus on offense. They brought in Arthur Blank.
Yeah.
For the offense. I didn't see them bring anything for the defense. And if they did, that Eagles team carved them up. This is a Jalen Hurts that isn't really the greatest quarterback when it comes to accuracy, and he was just lighting them up. So I just don't see him doing that against the 49ers defense. I know the Lions kind of came back and put up 30 on them, but I feel like that was the 49ers just kind of slacking off at the end there, thinking we have this in the bag. Even with Barrett gone, and unfortunately for Barrett being gone, because I want to see that man actually play a full season.
Yeah, me too.
But
he can't stay healthy for what they're doing.
I still think this. Yeah, that man, brittle.
Yeah.
It makes you sad to say that, but yeah. I just don't see the Jalen Hurts carving up that secondary, even if he gets some open looks at that D-line, and the linebackers on the 49ers are just ridiculous. And match that with their run game, and Jimmy G and Trey Lance are kind of battling. for that QB spot. So
Right.
I think they're keeping each other on their toes. Give me the 49ers in this game. I'm going to say 49ers 28, Eagles 23.
Now, if you would have asked me last week, I would have said the Eagles would have lost this game, or the 49ers would have won this game convincingly. But with the Niners' performance against that Lions team, I'm not so sure. And I'm looking right now at the point spread, and they're only favored by a field goal. So what does that tell you? Especially since the way the Eagles performed last week. I mean, the Eagles performed pretty damn good. I mean, like you said, minus the crappy defense, they're focused more on firepower. Live by the long ball, die by the long ball. So yeah, and the thing is, that can only work for so long. But this is going to be Jalen Hurts' first true test, because if you can air it out on a good secondary and on a good defense like the 49ers, then I'll be ready to be convinced. I'll be ready to be a believer. But the 49ers, they're starting to get back into rare form. Like, they're starting to really, like I said, it looked rough, but I mean, hey, they pulled it out. But one thing they can't do is they can't let teams hang around, especially because I believe on paper the Eagles are probably better than the Lions are. So that should tell you a lot. Yeah. But like I said, on paper is never really. I mean, the thing is, there's a lot of teams on paper that should win, but damn it, we've seen how that goes. But anyway, oh man, going ahead. Hopefully, I don't regret this, but going ahead and give me the 49ers in this game, 28-21 over the Eagles. All right, next up, we got the New Orleans Saints going up against the Carolina Panthers. All right, Watts, who you got? Panthers, Saints.
All right, man. I got to rock with the Saints in this game. This is Winston. Winston ate a W last week.
Mm-hmm.
He played pretty solid. Didn't have to do anything. So threw hell of a touchdown.
Yeah.
Darnold looked decent against obviously the Jets. But I'm not sure how they're going to fare against the Saints team. The Saints might be a bounce back team, depending on obviously their how well they played this past week, and how well I think the expectations are for this team.
Right.
I think the Saints are a contender, at least for the NFC South division. Even with the defending champ Bucks in there. But give me I like their offense. I don't think the Panthers can do much to keep up with them offensively. Give me the Saints in this game. I'm going to say Saints win this. Let's say 34 to 22.
Alrighty. All right, Flip, who you got? Saints, Panthers.
I got to go Saints here. I feel like the Panthers are the same Panthers as last year. They have a solid to good quarterback. Christian McCaffrey is going to be the guy to try to carry the team. A decent defense, and some receivers that can make plays and kind of get them wins when they need to. But against the Saints team, I don't know. I can't see them winning. This Saints D line held the Packers to 3 points because they were running 3 D linemen the entire game, and Aaron Rodgers couldn't throw because he had about 30 people in the secondary.
Yeah,
that's ridiculous. If your D line can do that, so I just see them kind of running over this Panthers O line probably. Sam Darnold's not going to have a lot of time in the pocket. Jameis was throwing targets left and right. I think he had like 5 touchdowns on 100 yards.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they clearly don't need a quarterback too much. They're just dominating.
Yeah, they're weapons.
And I see them probably doing the same thing that they did to the Packers, to the Panthers. Probably not holding them to 3 points, but I mean, it's not going to be a close game, I don't think. So give me the Saints 31. Give me Saints 30, Panthers 17.
I actually have this game being closer than you guys think. Like I said, the thing is, like I said, everyone's like, well, the Panthers won last night, but I mean, they won last week, and we're like, come on, they beat the Jets. Come on now. But I mean, I believe that you guys aren't really giving the Panthers the credit they deserve. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't really have them winning this game, but I still think that they can make a game out of this. But with the way that the Saints whooped on the Green Bay Packers, who's supposed to be one of the top teams this year, that speaks volumes. I mean, the thing is, they made Aaron Rodgers look old out there, and they made the defense look like they're asleep out there. They made them look like the Walking Dead. But like the Saints got weapons, man. Like I said, and the thing is, if they employ the same strategy against the Panthers, then once again it could be an ugly game. But it's just because it's a division game, I got it just slightly closer. But go on ahead and give me the Saints in this game 31-21 over the Panthers. Next up, sleeper game. We got the Denver Broncos going against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Wise, who you got? Broncos, Jags.
Sleeper game, I think. Yeah. Are you saying because people want to fall asleep during this game? Like you don't going to stay awake during this game?
Oh no. No. I mean, I believe that people are going to underrate this game.
Oh, underrated. Okay. We got this is in Jacksonville, but Broncos. I don't trust the Jags as far as I can throw them, despite some of the weapons they might perceive to have, and Lawrence having a decent showing the first. But I don't think the Jags are going to win games with Lawrence trying to throw like 50 to 60 times a game.
They need a running game.
Yeah, they do.
And isn't it a damn shame that a guy that they drafted is injured and he's out for the year?
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. I was gonna say, I don't think their running game is that bad. It's just Urban Meyer is trying to make Carlos Hyde a thing.
No, and you can't do that.
Robinson.
Yeah.
Like, just run James Robinson. He's just as good. He is just as good as these other running backs in the league. And it's just, why Carlos Hyde? You're not supposed to, it's just Urban Meyer. It's Urban Meyer's coaching. That's the thing.
So I like the pieces. I like Bridgewater. I think Judy's out. Sadly, in this game, he's going to be out for a little while. Melvin Gordon looked pretty solid. Flip. I'm going to go with the Broncos in this game. I think they're going to play more solid. I just don't trust the Jags here in Jacksonville. We know the Jags stink. I'm going to rock with the Broncos in this. Give me the Broncos 21, Jags 14.
All right, Flip, who you got? Broncos, Jags.
I'm going Broncos here. The Jags, that team is a mess. Their offense is their best asset. Their defense isn't amazing. Their coaching staff isn't amazing. It's a rookie coaching staff.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, it feels like Trevor Lawrence is just kind of throwing for his life out there. They need to implement the run game. They need to just start doing something. But their defense can't keep them in games. I don't see them keeping them in this game against the Broncos.
No Travis Etienne.
Broncos team is looking solid. Even with Jerry Jeudy going down, I still feel like they're going to be in a good spot because they still have Cortland Sutton. They still got Tim Patrick. Noah Fant's still out there. They still have weapons on that offense. So I got to go with the Broncos here. I'm going to say Broncos 24, Jags 16.
Now, despite how ugly it might look, I think the Jags can give the Broncos a fight. And a lot of people are discrediting the Broncos because, they beat the Giants last week, and the Giants are going to be one of the weaker teams in the NFC and in the league in general. But the Broncos, like I said, they just need they need to find an identity, and two, they need to get the defense back where it was. I mean, but it's going to be hard because Von Miller, he's not what he used to be, but that's a whole other topic. And like I said, like you guys said, they need to establish the Jags need to establish some kind of running game because any game where your quarterback is throwing 45 plus times and he's probably only connecting on 30-40% of his throws, that's not good. You need a running game to one, eat the clock up, and two, take some pressure off of the quarterback. So yeah, and the thing is, if you can't do that, then it's going to be a long night. I don't care who you're playing. But go on ahead and give me the Broncos in this game 23-20 over the Jags. Next up, oh boy, this is another potential game of the week candidate, fellas. We got the Minnesota Vikings going up against the Arizona Cardinals. Wise, who you got? Vikings, Cardinals.
I got Cardinals in this game, man. The Cardinals looked really impressive. I did not expect that out of them last week. How Kyler Murray, I don't know if it was just psyching myself out, and not believing in the Cardinals and how they kind of let us down last year, but just the way Kyler Murray's looked, if he's healthy, I think they're going to tear up the Vikings. The Vikings did that. Vikings lost to the Bengals. I don't think offensively the Bengals are more of a threat than the Cardinals. So I can't imagine this team, the Cardinals, not being able to just whoop up on Minnesota. Minnesota doesn't do anything. Doesn't scare me offensively. I don't see anything. Especially this is in Arizona. Yeah, give me the Cardinals in this game. I'm gonna say Cardinals win handily. 34 to 20.
All right, Flip, who you got? Vikings, Cardinals.
Yeah, I'm with Woz on this one. The Cardinals were looking ridiculous out there on both sides of the ball. Chandler Jones fights back. Kyler Murray was just kind of toying with the Titans defense. I mean, there was one play where he
was throwing at will
and shoots back over and then threw a bullet. I was just like, come on, man. Like, this is like the Titans. Like, Titans fans had to be.
He was playing Madden on the Titans defense.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And the Titans defense isn't amazing, but it's good.
Yeah.
It's solid. So for him to do that to them it's bad. And then I think Tannehill had like 50 yards passing by halftime. Derrick Henry got stuffed. It was just the Titans team just got demolished. This wasn't what we were expecting from them. We were expecting them to come out and just be an offensive threat with AJ Brown, Julio, Derrick Henry. It's just that was the exact opposite of what I was expecting. And for the Vikings to come out and do better than the Titans, I just can't see it. Do I think they get demolished like the Titans? No, I feel like they have some tape to watch now. But I still have the Cardinals going out there and carving up that team as well. I'm going to say Cardinals 33, Vikings 24.
Now, with the Vikings team, you stop the run, you pretty much stop the damn offense. The Vikings defense is okay, but I feel like Kyler Murray can light that secondary up like a damn Christmas tree. And the Cardinals are solid all across the board. Solid defense, solid special teams, and damn good. Probably like I said, even though it's kind of too early to tell, I think they probably are going to have like a top 10 offense in the league with all the weapons they got if Kyler Murray keeps playing the way he does. And like I said, it shocked me. Like I said, with the way Kyler just was whooping up on the Titans defense. So yeah, like I said, now the Vikings, in my opinion, they should have beat the Bengals last week, but too many damn mistakes, and you can't make those mistakes. If you're making those same mistakes, if you think for 1 second you can make those same mistakes against the Bengals as you do against the Arizona Cardinals, you're gonna have a long night. You have another damn thing coming. So go on ahead and give me the Cardinals this game, 35-23 over the Vikings. Next up, we got the Atlanta Falcons. Oh boy, going up against the Tom Brady's Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Tampa Bay.
Mm-hmm. All right, Waz, who you got? Falcons, Bucks.
I got the Bucks, man. Falcons looked like such trash last week against the Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
I can't imagine the Bucks not tearing them up, every way from Sunday. Just offensively, the Bucks look terrific out there. Like I feel like all three receivers on the Bucks will have like under 100 yards. Who's Atlanta? I can't imagine. Atlanta doesn't have. I mean, you look at them offensively. They got like Ridley, okay. They got like Pitts,
mm-hmm.
but Pitt's a great tight end, but he didn't seem to do much. I don't know if it's the Matt Ryan connection. They're not getting it. Apparently, Cordell Patterson is their
Yeah.
I don't think that's
A glorified wide receiver is their running back.
Yeah. I feel that's not going to stop. That's not going to do much to the Bucs. That Bucs defense. They're not going to do much. And now Tampa's going to roll with them. I'm going to say Tampa wins handily. It's going to be a big loss. It's going to be 41. That's going to be a 41-17 game.
Wow.
It's going to be extremely. You can't give me enough points to get to Tampa. I can't. Tampa wins at least by 3 touchdowns.
All right. Flip, who you got? Bucs, Falcons.
Yep, agreeing with the Wads once again here. This Tampa team is just going to smoke the Falcons. Like I was saying, the Falcons defense is horrendous. Their offense, you lost Julio. You had your 1-2 duo in Julio and Ridley. You wasted that away.
They had a good tight end, though.
The team is yeah, but who has ever won with the tight end? Just being
their lead receiver, yeah.
Not named Tom Brady.
Yeah. Good point.
Tom Brady, one of the best quarterbacks in history. And Matt Ryan is not Tom Brady.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen. Speaking of the devil, Tom Brady is in this game, and he's going to show Matt Ryan who the real Tom Brady is.
Yeah.
And he's going to bomb balls to AB. He's going to have Godwin on the slot, just catching everything. He's probably going to get one to Mike Evans. Waz is right. They're going to destroy this.
Yeah, and Gronk is going to eat those dudes up.
The Falcons are a mess right now. So I got the Bucs winning this. I'm going to say 38-17.
All right, let's see. The Falcons defense. They can't stop Gronk. They can't stop anybody's running game. They can't particularly stop anybody's running game. They can't read defenses. Tom Brady might chew these guys up. Their only hope is the only hope that the Falcons really have a win in this game is if the Bucs fall on their own sword. If they make mistake after mistake after mistake, turnovers, penalties, the whole 9 yards. And I don't count on them doing that for all 60 minutes of this game. Like I said, Matt Ryan, he's going to have to literally be a magician in this game and play a false game of football. And that's even if he wants to stay in this game. Because their defense is not good and they're missing weapons. So, yeah. We'll see. This might be another one of those games get ugly. So, the thing is, we'll see about that. But going ahead and give me the Bucs in this game. Give me the Bucs 34-20 over the Falcons. The Falcons will put up some points, but other than that, the Bucs might embarrass these dudes. All right, next up, we got the Dallas Cowboys going on the road against the LA Chargers. Waz, who you got? Cowboys, Chargers.
I think this could be a potential game of the week.
Yeah.
This is I'm really excited to see this. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. I think they got the over-under at 55 and a half right now. I like to take the over in this game. I could see the Chargers pulling this out. I think the key matchup is going to be that Chargers front seven versus the Cowboys O line, and how well Dak can handle that. Dak looked pretty solid. He took some hits in that Bucs game, but he did look pretty solid considering he missed all last year with that injury.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be the key matchup right now. We'll see both offenses can put up points. I'm gonna go with the Chargers in this game, just because I trust the Cowboys sometimes to make crucial mistakes towards the end of the game, and I like Herbert, and I just like that Chargers team right now. So give me the Chargers to beat the Cowboys, but I'm gonna take a high scoring game. Give me 37-34.
Oh, all right. All right, Flip, who you got? Cowboys, Chargers.
I agree with Waz. It's going to be a fun game to watch. I think it definitely could be game of the week. There are some notable things for the Cowboys. They don't have Tyron Smith because of the suspension. I think Zach Martin's still going to be out for the COVID thing.
Yeah.
Or he had something going on. I forget. But They don't have Gallup. DeMarcus Lawrence has broke his foot, so he's out. Things like that, it has me leaning to the Chargers.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's still going to be a great game because I still think the Cowboys with CeeDee Lamb and Amari Cooper are definitely going to put up points.
Yeah.
Zeke is going to run on this team.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, I gotta go with what Waz said. I think it's going to be a fun game to watch, shootout maybe.
Yeah.
I'm putting my faith in the Chargers though. It's a home game. I'm giving them my favorite team bonus points. So I got to go Chargers here. I'm going to say Chargers win 31-28 over Cowboys.
Right. Now, to me, the keys to victory in this both lie on offense in the running game and on defense in that front seven. Whoever has the better running game is going to win. And Zeke looked okay. And the thing is, Zeke was trash last year. Let's not, front about that. But and the thing is, Melvin Gordon's solid all around. He is. But man, like, how is he going to act against that defense, against that Cowboys defense? And Dak is solid. But I'm going to tell you one thing: Dak better get rid of that ball quick. He better not hold that ball for longer than 2 seconds, because if he does, it's going to be a long night. I wouldn't be surprised if we see 3+ sacks from the defensive from that Chargers defense. I wouldn't be surprised if Dak got sacked 3 times. But yeah, I'm not saying that the Cowboys can't win. It's just going to be tough for them to do so. So going ahead and give me the Chargers in this game. I'm going to go ahead and say 31-27. Next up, oh boy, we got a lot of potential games of the week here. We got the Tennessee Titans going up against the Seattle Seahawks. Wise, who you got? Titans, Seahawks, and the Seahawks are at home.
I like Seattle this game. Titans, I'm not sure what happened last week with them. I was really expecting them to be contenders this year. They added weapons. They added Julio. They added some pieces defensively. I thought this would be a very improved team, but I just didn't like how they showed up against the Cardinals.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, Seattle took care of business against Indianapolis last week. Russell did his thing, looked pretty solid. It's hard to go against them. When he's on like that, throwing the deep ball that well, connecting with Lockett. I'm going to have to say I like Seattle in this game, especially at home. That Seattle Stadium, the 13th man is pretty crucial, especially with fans down the stadium. So I'm going to have to say Seattle wins this game pretty handily. And then we look at what Tennessee does at 0-2 after this week. Give me Seattle in this game. Seattle wins this 27-21.
All right, Waz, who you got? Titans, Seahawks.
I'm having this game close, and I'm kind of leaning towards the Titans here.
Mm-hmm.
Seattle's offense was looking great. They, like Waz said, the deep ball was there for Russ, and when we see Russ like this, we know he can be very dangerous.
Right.
DK Metcalf is pretty unstoppable.
Yeah.
So he's got the pieces. Chris Carson was running really well. The offense was looking great. I just don't think that the Seattle defense is going to replicate what the Cards defense did. The Cards defense low-key kind of surprised us. I think, was it Chandler Jones?
5 sacks.
Jones, right?
It was Chandler. It was Chandler Jones. He got 5 sacks.
Yeah, it's one of those Jones. The Jones brothers are just ridiculous.
Yeah.
If we're talking about the Jones brothers,
Mm-hmm.
I just think that the Cardinals defense surprised us. I think the Titans are going to bounce back. I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I think it's going to be close. I just can't see Seattle's defense holding the Titans to 13 points like the Cards did. I'm going to lean towards the Titans here. I think they get their stuff together. They kind of regroup and figure themselves out. And we see the Titans that we were expecting this week. So give me the Titans in this 28 to... I'm just going to go neck and neck, say 28-27.
All right. Now, if your secondary gives up an inch, Russell Wilson can and will hurt you. He can. And besides, look at all the weapons he's got. Now, the Titans, They got some weapons too, especially with their running game. But their strength lies in their running game. I'm not saying they don't have a good receiving core too, but I say the Titans got the better running game while the Seahawks got the better receiving core. And Russell, he can scramble out of the pocket when he needs to. I just don't think he want to put himself at risk that much. The thing is, when you got the weapons, when you got the weapons that Russell Wilson has, why would you put yourself at risk? Don't run unless you literally don't see any open, unless you have to. I do believe the Seahawks. The thing is, I'm not gonna say they're better. I'm gonna say the defense, is neck and neck. I might have to say that the Seahawks have the better secondary, but the Titans probably have the better front four. They probably got the better D line. Man, like I said, this is a potential game of the week candidate here. But go on ahead and give me the Seahawks in this game 33-26 over the Titans. Next up, we got another potential game of the week candidate. We got the Kansas City Chiefs going on the road against the Baltimore Ravens. Wise, who you got? Chiefs, Ravens.
I got to go with the Chiefs in this game.
Mm-hmm.
Mahomes, you can't count him out. You can't count that offense. No matter what the score is, how many points you're down 10, 15.
Right.
It doesn't matter. That offense can just put up points so quickly. I don't think the Ravens did anything. The Ravens showed they could blow games.
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson, I want to see improvement in him this year, but it's a struggle right now.
Mm-hmm.
But like for freaking Tyreek Hill damn near had 200 yards last week.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's gonna do this week. It's gonna be remarkable. We'll see. I'm looking forward to the Sunday night game. Even if it is in Baltimore, I like the Chiefs in this game. Chiefs will run away with it. I like the Chiefs 34 to the Ravens 17.
All right. Flip, who you got? Chiefs, Ravens.
Yeah, this Ravens team might get exposed this game. Tyreek is probably going to go crazy again.
Yeah.
The man is just ridiculous. And the Browns secondary is not bad. Like, they have some good dudes on that secondary. So for him to do that to them, I feel a bit scared for the Ravens because they were letting Zay Jones cook them.
Yeah.
They're letting Brian Edwards and Henry Ruggs cook them. So Tyreek is about to have a field day out there. And I don't think the offense is where it needs to be. I think they're going to put up points against this Chiefs team because, they're a unique offense. Lamar is one of the dudes to have that quarterback. And he was looking solid with throws. He wasn't where he needs to be as an NFL quarterback, I feel, but he was solid. But solid's not going to cut it against Patrick Mahomes and this offense. Give the Chiefs in this. I'm going to say 35-27.
All right. Now, there is this narrative that the Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes have the Ravens in Lamar Jackson's number. And I would be inclined to believe that because they've lost the past 2 games to get them and they haven't shown until they show me any different. I'm going to believe it. I'm going to be, I'm going to drink the Kool-Aid that the Chiefs have the Ravens number. Now the Ravens, they have a damn good running game. They got a damn good receiving core, and Lamar Jackson, he can run. But thing is, Lamar Jackson, as talented as he is, his greatest strength is also his greatest weakness. And the thing is, a lot of teams are starting to figure that out now, especially if he can't hold on to the ball. And the Ravens defense, it's not as scary as it used to be. Don't get me wrong, they're solid, but they're not going to strike fear into the heart of the Chiefs. And the Chiefs, they're pretty much a nuke. They're pretty much a nuke, on that field. Patrick Mahomes, he's got hella weapons, and he can scramble when he wants to. Now, he's not as good on his feet as Lamar is, but when you got the weapons, you don't really need to. I don't really see the thing is, this game might be close, especially at the half, but I do see them if the Chiefs are ahead in the fourth quarter, then the Ravens are in trouble. Go on ahead and give me the Chiefs in this game, 33-27 over the Ravens. And last but not least, the Monday night game. It's an NFC North matchup. You got the Green Bay Packers going up against the Detroit Lions. Wise, who you got? Packers, Lions.
I got the Packers in this game. I can't imagine them going 0-2, especially Detroit. Aaron Rodgers versus Jared Goff. I like the Packers matchup. Now if the Packers really start off 0-2 and they lose the Lions, then we're gonna start reconsidering like how much of the nonsense and the drama with Rodgers being out seems really affected this game, and whether or not they need to try to move forward and go with full love if they want to salvage this season. But until that happens, I'm going to go with the Packers in this game. I'm against the Lions. Packers typically own the Lions. Give me Packers in this game. Packers 24. I'm going to say Lions 20.
All right, Flip, who you got? Packers, Lions.
100% Packers here. I just think the Saints, they knew how to play the Packers. I don't see the Lions being able to put out three dudes on the line and overrun the O-line and have Aaron Rodgers looking crazy out there.
Yeah.
They're going to have to put people on that line to get pressure. Aaron Rodgers is going to light up the secondary. Jeffrey Okuda is out for the season. So that secondary is even worse now.
Yeah.
We'll see the Aaron Rodgers. We'll see the Aaron Rodgers and the Packers team we're used to seeing this game, I think. I still think the Lions are going to put up points because, they put up points against the Niners defense pretty well.
Yeah.
That O-line was opening holes left and right on that Niners D-line too. So I think the Lions can put up points on the Packers still. I don't think it's going to be a blowout or anything. I just can't see Jared Goff having a shootout with Aaron Rodgers and winning. Give me the Packers in this 35, Lions 24.
Now, the Lions were I don't know if it was because the 49ers let the Lions hang around longer than they were, or it's because we're underestimating the Lions and how good Jared Goff's Lions are. But you guys make of what I'm about to say what you will. If the Packers lose this game against the Lions, they might as well tank. I don't give a damn if they win a whole other game this year. The thing is, there's no reason why the Packers shouldn't win this game. But like I said, I'm not no discredit to the Lions because they show that if you let them back in the game, they're not going to squander any opportunities, none at all. And the thing is, by no stretch of the imagination are the Lions a quote unquote dangerous team, but they're a team they're what you call a team that will spoil the party for any other team. It's like, well, if we're not going to go anywhere in the postseason, then guess what? We can spoil the party for another team and knock another team out of postseason contention. The Lions are one of those teams, and it's been that way for the better part of the decade. But I can tell you this: if Aaron Jones gets back to where he was, firing on all cylinders, then it could be a long night for that Lions defense. But that remains to be seen. Going ahead, and I'm gonna play it safe. Going ahead and give me the Packers in this game, 30-22. All right. Well, that'll do it for the week 2 predictions. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the show. Waz, Flip, any final thoughts before we sign out tonight, fellas?
Hopefully we come back next week and our teams are all 2-0. Good luck to y'all, man.
Yeah.
Good luck to y'all as well as Chargers and Steelers.
Yes, sir. Well, all right, ladies and gents, thank you guys for watching on YouTube. Me, Flip, and Wise will be back next week, and peace out. Signing out. Peace.